Well, hello everyone. So, my name is Malan Shah, and this is a video about my project, which is mail template generation, right? So, in this project, basically, the end goal of this project is to generate templates for the mails that we want to send and to reduce the working, or we can say the reduce task efforts that we waste time on the repetitive task of generating the similar kind of mails. So this is a kind of a template generation for the mails. So this is done under the subject of artificial intelligence, and the guide for the subject and mentor for the project as well is Professor Nishit Kotak. And yes, I'm from Marwadi University, which is situated at Rajkot. Okay, so moving on. So in this video, I'll just describe briefly about how did this project come into my occurrence, and also what are the steps that I had taken that I thought before the project that would help me develop the project, but later on finding out that yes. After studying the subjects, I got the glimpse that yes, there were a few changes that I need to make in the flow of the project, and yes, I'll show you a demo as well. So mails are a part of a daily conversation, whether being it formal or informal. So all our communications over the internet include a lot through mail. Right? So yes, the main objective or the motivation is that people don't come up into such situations and act like in this manner. So that is just one funny part that I thought that yes, I thought that this is basically writing mails might be a very repetitive and having no randomness in the context that the mail is written, and that is why people might get bored or they have to just repeat the task daily to write similar kind of mails. So that is why I thought this template generation would really be very easy for them to use, and yes, it would definitely help some randomness so that the context of text written in the mail would be the words that are used will have a good amount of randomness. So the goal or the achievement that is to reduce repetitive tasks, to conveniently generate bulk mails, have a predefined template which will be the ease of time, easy formatting for official documentation, and also include randomness. So basically, during this project, my target was that I would focus on one kind of mails, that is specifically leave. And in leave also there are various kind of leaves that can be taken into consideration. One is sick leave, study leave, sabbatical leave, and so on. So this was the flowchart that I had decided, where is took the data, then sent through vector space, then word embeddings, RLL model, the summarization, and then template formatting. So this was a basic flowchart that I had decided at the beginning of the project. And the steps that were followed were in line with the flowchart, that is working on completion of sequential and attention models, which would help me understand the working or how the text would be uh, being utilized, right? Autocomplete and language model, word to vector, and text summarization was also one of the tasks that were done. So the challenges that are faced are majorly that the data set gathering is a really challenging, because we need to get mails of in large quantity of the same title or having the same context in it. Training the model in one shot, that is also very quite difficult, but yes, could be very helpful for achieving very good accuracy, right? Then also during the project, I did try a lot of pre-trained models so that I can understand that the existing models which have been trained on in an unsupervised way over lots of data, whether it is Wikipedia, storybooks, right? So I tried to use them to get a hang of how they work and what kind of outputs they did achieve if given some kind of text input or incomplete text. right? But I was miserably sad because it didn't turn out really pretty well. So a custom training model was the need of the hour. Right. Then we need a large data set that is well tagged and bifurcated to achieve a very good results, and that could only be done by custom training. And so these are some of the challenges. Yes, there's this one, not a case study, I must say, but it is an implementation to understand how does the model or the text generation API that was shared in open source by the AI, how did that work? So this was the input text that was given, and it is one of the paragraph that was uh, generated, or you can say that was given into input to understand how did this model work. And as you see, this was a model which tries to state that okay, the health is condition is being deteriorating, and there are states that it mentions it cannot eat properly, and really bad body, right? And it is impossible to concentrate. So these are the few, and it is an incomplete sentence. Intentionally, this incomplete sentence was given, right? So in this case, we see this is the output that was achieved, and it is really if you read it, it will turn out to be that it does not suit the mail. Right? This was actually the extended output. Then also I perform text analytics. And these are the document key phases that were achieved, right? And analysis parameters are as mentioned here: sentimental analysis, language detection, key phrase extraction, entity recognition. Right, so these are a few of the analysis parameters and the text that could be done. So here is a keyword extraction collab file where keyword was extracted, and we see the output that were there. Like we see the outputs, right? So this is one of the one of the major tasks that was at the beginning where we had to extract the keywords from the, and we see that it has been extracted, bad body rash, uh, and also that we need a leave, right? Sudden illness is the case. So these were the few keywords that were extracted, and then there was also text rank implementation. And yes, I did follow this for GPT-2 training custom model for my case scenario. All right, you guys will already have this in the description, or if you need it, please let me know. But this is an open source, and you can train it for custom models for your case, right? Well, all right, so in this case, you will see that this in the right hand side, you will see that there is a template that has been generated, we can say, right? And these are a few toggle buttons for if you want to release. This is just for the UI purposes, right? Mm, in this case, if I write my name here, okay, right, we will see that coming up over here, and we need to state our illness, right? So we can, right, so we can state a reason here. It can be something like and yes, we can see unemployed from past 9 years, right? Anything, right? And this is the custom text that was generated, and I had kept it over here, but I have not kept it very dynamic as of now because I need to add it. But yes, we can make it conveniently to us, and we can write our name and all with regards, right? So this is one of the template that is being generated at the end, and yes, to achieve the analytics point of view, the implementation was done in Azure. Right? So in Azure, there is this text analytics under cognitive services which could be utilized, right? So in that case, yes, here I have implemented it in the Node.js, right? So in this case, you can see that the content that is written, it states from where it could have been taken, or and it also finds the score of the context that is written. There are key phrases which I had shown in the PPT, right? These are the key phrases that were taken, and it had been detected, by the model, right? And the sentiments have also been stated for each, right? And at end, at last, there is one recognized PII entry that was found, that is personal indication, right? And that is respectfully, it states to be person, and the score is 0.45, right? So this is it. I mean, this is the project where it was targeted to achieve templates for mail. Yeah, and currently I'm looking forward for making it more dynamic. Right. So everyone, thank you for watching this video.